Now to a story where a 2-month-old child has died. A local man and woman are facing charges in the death of the 2-month-old, and it all happened in September of 2024. Leslie Delaspore spoke to the prosecutor in the case. Leslie, what did they have to say?
Yeah, Rashi, that's right. I was in court this morning, and the father is facing capital murder charges, and the mother is facing charges of injury to a child. But here's a quick recap of what happened in court. Now, 27-year-old Demari Ossain came before a judge today alongside his attorney to discuss his bond and conditions. The prosecution went over the probable cause and read details about the case, such as the child's injuries, findings from a CPS investigation, questionable text messages between the parents, and deleted search history from the father's phone. Now, the judge set a bond at $2 million for the dad, and he was told he cannot have any contact with children, including his older child, who was a toddler. Now, as far as the mom, her bond was set at $250,000, and she did not make an appearance in the courtroom, but her attorney was present. And we did speak with the prosecutor after. Here's what she had to say.
There's already a CPS investigation going on originally where the child had been injured at 10 days old. And so then these injuries occurred when the baby was 2 months old. And so due to the fact that they weren't following court conditions that were already in place and his lack of ties to the community, we felt that the bond needed to be high. They were having unsupervised contact with the baby and not following the court conditions that had been in place previously. And then ultimately the baby was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. The bond of the father remained at $2 million, and then the mother's bond, Trinity Perez, is at $250,000. Obviously, they are also given, if they were to make bond, a long list of conditions, including house arrest, no contact with children under the age of 17, remain in Harris County, things like that. We believe that the father actually committed the offense of capital murder where he caused the injuries to the child. And then injury to by omission is, as a mother, we have a duty and an obligation to protect our children, to seek adequate medical treatment for them when they are injured. And so we believe she did not uphold that duty, and the father caused injuries. And there were text messages and searches that indicated that there had been ongoing abuse of the baby. Now, the baby was only 67 days old, and so there's only so much time that could pass. But throughout that time, their relationship with the mom and the dad showed that the child had been being injured multiple times. We knew about the incident when he was 10 days old, already having broken bones. You know, if babies are moving, they shouldn't have any bruises, bumps, or broken bones, certainly. They'll have additional court settings. Eventually, the cases will be presented to a grand jury, and then a grand jury will decide whether to true bill or no bill the cases, and then we'll continue through the court process.
Now, loved ones of the defendants were in court today, and we did try to speak with them after the hearing, but they did decline a chance to speak out with us. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Leslie Delaspore, Fox 26 News.